Hey, look how sleek this is, all black in the rental car today. Super cool. I'm over in Wisconsin. It is 36 degrees. Yesterday was 5 degrees, super cold, way too cold for this Californian. And I'm going to go visit a new quilt shop I've never been to before called Buttons and Bolts. And I'm super excited that you are coming along with me.
Some dirt off the floor.
Okay.
We on Tuesday, we had a lost dog in our parking lot. And so we round him up, but he happened to be covered in mud on his feet. So my floors were covered in dog mud. It was lovely. So
is it always a pet-friendly quilt shop, Heather? Or is it only when the dogs are lost looking for a family?
No, it's a pet-friendly quilt shop. We actually have a house cat. She is actually not here today, though, because we knew you were coming to visit. So we thought, maybe she's a little too much. She's still a kitten, so she's a bit crazy.
You know I would have been overly distracted by her, and I wouldn't have got my real job done.
Right, is that
you know me so well. Yes, absolutely. That's exactly it.
Yeah, so she's usually here.
Okay. Hey, I've got to be on a sales meeting call in a little while while maybe you're still looking at fabric.
Sure.
Can I have a shop tour really quick right as I walk in the door?
Not a problem.
Okay. Heather, how long's your shop been here? What's going on?
So,
quick,
Rob, we've
interview.
been here for 6 years. Okay. So, still kind of new, still feeling things out, but we've got a great community that we're working with, and love our customers. They love coming here, so we have lots of fun.
Right. And I can see what a bad cameraman is, because I just set my gear over there as we came out of your wonderful classroom back here.
And then our fifth class is quilting on your home machine, where I show techniques on how to do it yourself.
Oh,
and
I love that.
You can watch videos, but it's nice to have someone there who can tell you what you're doing wrong or what you're doing right.
Right. Yeah, it really is true. What a great idea. Okay, I'm coming out here for some classes. And I love shops with lots of space, lots of educational space. But I want to see the rest of your shop. So
Okay,
may I follow you?
Come on, take a tour.
All right,
So we do, we have a lot of different panels that we keep hanging up here on the wall. And then we have this nice little cabinet put together by one of our customers, actually. And it has, little sliding drawers.
Right.
So we keep all the panels down in there.
Right.
We're also a HQ Stitch retailer, which is the Handy Quilter domestic sewing machines.
Rock and
so
roll.
we have the 3 different Handy Quilter machines on this wall here.
Right,
so the
right.
210, 510, 710.
I haven't seen all of these. These are nice.
Yeah, they're very nice machines. They're very basic machines. They're great for just quilting.
I know. I love that one.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, and this is fair to say. I'm a Juki ambassador, but what I love about this machine, and there are a lot of brands that have this kind of machine, straight stitch only. It's amazing for piecing. It's amazing for free motion quilting.
Right. Basic. That's it. That's all you need. I mean, when you quilt, what else is there, right?
Exactly. So any machine like that's a straight stitcher is a wonderful, and they're not expensive.
No, and it's a workhorse.
Amen.
It really is. It's all metal parts, all metal casing. It's very heavy, but it's a great machine for just getting the job done. So that's why we like these.
Okay, good
very
endorsement
simple.
for the new Handy Quilter.
Yeah, great.
Oh, wait, did you dress to match? Did you do that on purpose?
You know what? No, but purple's kind of my thing too. I know. Maybe that's why I started selling these machines, because they put purple on them. I don't know.
I like that. Is this young lady waiting to have her fabric cut?
Oh, yeah. No,
Yes?
I'm cutting fabric.
Right,
She's
that's
cutting
Sue.
the fabric. Right?
Sue, I just met you. You store manager?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
What a title. You know, I'm a manager nowadays.
You are.
Yeah, but I'd much rather be a cameraman.
Me too. I take all the pictures in the shop.
Yeah. You took all the pictures in the shop?
I take all the pictures in the
Oh,
shop.
here. Do you want to run the camera?
Sure.
All right, here you go.
Right,
You
yeah,
be in
yeah.
charge.
Now you can
All
just
right,
watch.
the two of
Okay,
you,
so
yeah,
now
Rob,
Heather
keep
and
him
I.
in frame.
Fantastic. Do you like my new
Okay.
Christmas flannel I got?
It's very
This is from my
nice.
wife. It's warm in here in my new Christmas flannel.
I bet. We try to keep the furnace on, but it's Wisconsin, and you happen to hit us at the time of the year where we
It
don't
is beautiful
have snow.
out. It's 37. It is not snowing on me right now.
For somebody from California, you're probably shocked. Yeah.
All right. Do you really want to be cameraman?
I can be cameraman.
You're camera person.
Okay.
I'm supposed
Not
to be more
a problem.
PC. Okay, well, let's go see the rest of the
Okay,
shop. This is
great.
great.
I will
follow.
I am so blessed to have a camera person. I never have a camera person. Can you come with me for the rest of the trip?
Yeah, she would probably be happy to. Yeah, as long as you
this
do
is
the
so
driving.
fun.
I wouldn't let her drive.
No, don't let her. Well, that's how. What good is it?
Right?
I guess she could be the camera person. She's probably doing a much better job than me.
Right? No. So yeah, this is our fabric section. Hi, Dalton.
Okay. Dalton hangs out at the quilt shop all
Dalton
day.
hangs out at the quilt shop with his grandma, Donna. They're
Can I
here
get a
all
high
the
five with
time.
Dalton? Is it all right to put that on camera? Awesome.
There we go.
And
Good
you
job.
love being around sewing and fabric.
He does.
He's going to be
Yeah.
a sewer someday.
Yep,
right.
that's right.
Train him up early. All right, let's see the rest of the show.
Okay, so we do have a small selection of wool. We don't do a lot with the wool,
Right,
but
right.
we do have a group of ladies who like to come in and do wool applique. So we
Right.
carry a small selection of wool products. We have cottons from all different manufacturers.
Right. I see you have an awesome selection of patterns.
We do. We do.
I love
Do you know, I actually ended up picking up this pattern because after watching your tutorial,
Right.
I made this for my nephew.
Right.
And so then I was like, well, of course I have to have the pattern
Right.
here because everybody saw me making it and wanted it.
And I love how we're talking about one of the few patterns for the show that I actually had almost nothing to do with. My friend Heidi designed
friend
it.
Heidi
And
designed
that's why it's called Heidi's Hexies. I think she even picked the colors
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stitched half the blocks
Right.
together for me. So thank you, Heidi, for always being
Yeah.
awesome out there.
Yeah,
But isn't that what it
fantastic.
takes? It takes a whole community of quilters.
It does.
To put all of these things
It
together.
does.
Leslie, we've talked about this before. Are you still the world's okayest quilter, or are
Meh.
you? Yeah, meh. Yeah.
Getting better.
Right on. But you're owning the title very
yes.
well.
That's me.
I love it. Oh, you also custom cut fat quarters?
Custom cut back quarters.
Speaking from manager and camera person, Sue. I love it.
We figure that if you want one, somebody else wants
We'll
the
want
other.
one, the other. Right.
Right.
Right. And those of folks that don't know, Sue, let's give a quick quilt education. What exactly is a fat quarter other than a body part?
A fat quarter is a half of a yard of fabric cut, and then you cut it on the fold. It is a quarter yard of fabric, but it is 18 by 22, which makes it far more useful for certain people when they, let's say you want one 10-inch square.
Perfect. Yes.
So you can get a 10-inch square, a couple of 5-inch squares out of it. It's very useful for those kind of things when you only want to buy a
Yeah.
quarter yard.
Or also those wonderful large-scale prints.
Yes.
You get to see more of the large-scale print in the fat quarter, in my
Exactly.
opinion. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks for the lesson.
No problem.
And the filming earlier. I bet you did great. I can't wait to see it.
Okay.
It's great when you're able to incorporate all the ideas and the techniques and bring it all together into one thing, and you know, having the video tutorials for these is a fantastic resource for quilters, anybody who's beginning or anybody who's already had all the experience, because we especially love telling our customers, hey, go out there, check out this video that's online, you'll get the step by step, because I'm the same way. I open a pattern, I read it, and I go, I don't understand any of this.
Right.
Whereas if I can watch it, I can watch somebody doing it, and if you don't have a local quilt shop to go to and get a class, that's the closest thing you have for you, is
Right.
to have that video and
Right.
be able to see it done. So
Well, I appreciate that endorsement. Okay, I'm going to answer the question, and then I'm going to take over because I know how heavy that camera gets. So I just got the question a couple of days ago asked, what is happening to man sewing? Are you still doing man sewing? So the man sewing videos are still on YouTube, but I have moved on to making it fun, and I'm out here with the camera doing this in quilt shops.
Yeah.
So I don't have any control over man sewing. It was a product of Missouri Star Quilt Company, and they hopefully will keep the videos out there for all of you for the longest time. And I hope you'll follow me in my new adventures as well. So
Yeah.
I tell you what, Sue, why don't you give me the camera back, because I know it's getting heavy. And then, thank you. You did wonderful. I appreciate that. And then I'll follow around here.
So then we also have some flannels.
Right.
This is most of our basic flannels, anything that's in a collection. Our baby flannels we keep out here on our back with all of our babies.
Right.
We've got a selection of batiks that we keep in stock, and then some of the novelty prints. Somehow
Great
we
selection.
live on the state line, so we do have to carry Bear's fabric, but
Oh, but not everybody in here really is okay with this. Is
Do you
that what
see
you're
why
telling
it's
me?
still here?
It's right. Yeah, it's over here on the corner.
but I ran out of Packers fabric. Shh,
Okay,
don't
okay,
tell anybody.
okay. But it's coming back in anytime
yes,
soon.
it's coming
Yes.
back in, right, exactly. So, you know, some fun things when it comes to sports and hobbies, coffee, especially.
That's
need
my
to
kind of
have-
display. There
Right,
you
that's
go.
some coffee fabric. Boy Scouts.
Right.
I'm really involved with our Boy Scouts up here, so we do a
Oh,
lot
fantastic.
of things for them, and then just our basic color wall with a selection of all
What
different
a
colors
awesome
and
variety.
things like that. Yeah.
Hey,
So
I tell you what, we were talking about community, and then
Yeah.
you said Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
So before I end the video too abruptly here, I tell you what, tell me about your favorite charity and how you're supporting them as a quilt
Oh,
shop.
sure.
I'm sure you've got many, but you're just your favorite.
Well, okay, so we are really big, and we just recently did another drive where we have been taking scraps and making dog beds or pet
Wonderful.
beds. So we donate to the local animal shelters with those, and that was kind of our way of repurposing and recycling all these scraps. You get your little snips, your little bits, your little cut-offs that you've got from when you're making things.
Yep.
And we were getting very overwhelmed with the number of donations we were getting for those with the
Right.
scraps, so we did scale that back. But I just, tell everybody out there, because you can do this on your own. You don't have to wait for your local quilt shop to host a quilt day or sew-in or anything like that. You can do this, and basically just take a yard of fabric, sew it up the sides, leave an opening at the top, and start throwing all your little snips and bits in it while you're sewing. Be careful what you throw in there. Don't put trash in it. Make sure you don't put any pins in there accidentally.
Right.
Things along that line. Got to be safe. But when it gets about 2/3 of the way full, sew it closed at the top and donate it to the animal shelter. They love putting it on on the floors for the dogs or up on those little beds that they've got for the dogs. And it's a great way to recycle that fabric that you thought, oh, I'm just going to throw it in a landfill, but you're not. You're actually doing something with it. So that's our favorite charity project here.
I love it. And you just gave the best shop video tour because you started on the beginning of the story with the pets and you ended with a pet story.
Yeah, good,
You're awesome.
good.
High five.
Thanks, Rob.
Radical. Thanks for letting me bring the camera in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
Blessings.